guys, and welcome to the video. SPDC 3311 going up against Dr. Chris Baker DC. Let's go ahead and go first. Good luck and have fun. And looks alright. Keep that. Pardon me. Let's start off getting a green. Don't want to let him know what I'm doing just yet. Make him guess. Although in standard Pauper, most people stick with a similar deck. Alright, getting plenty of territorial rocks. Start off with that then. Hit F6 and save us a little bit of time. Playing against red. Dr. Chris Baker DC always has some very interesting brews. Usually does well with them. Ah, looks like prowess. Okay. So let's just go with getting creatures on the board first. Then we can try and shoulder to shoulder. You always want to apply pressure. Your first 1 point of damage doesn't really seem like much, but with how slow standard Pauper can be, those points can add up over time. Let's see. Probably deciding over casting spells or casting a creature this turn. Elusive Spellfist is hard to take care of with the Rabid Bite. I would have to get shoulder to shoulder plus another kind of buff. Looking for more of a pacifism to take care of that one. Let's see. Tormenting Voice. Discarding a mountain? Let's see. He gets in for 2. It can get in for 2. Probably should just keep attacking with that guy since he can't block my flyers. Wonder if he was searching for a land or something else. Make him think I have a pump spell here. I like to hit F6 a lot so that on turns when I don't hit it, makes my opponent worry. True Faith Sensor. Interesting. Part of me wants to be greedy. If I play the True Faith Sensor, I can also play a Territorial Rock. I'll be more resistant to a bounce spell. He'll be able to kill something with direct damage. I can shoulder to shoulder now while he's tapped out. And then I'm safe versus red direct damage. But not a bounce. Let's go ahead and shoulder to shoulder. Ooh, we'll get a Lucky Plains. Let's go ahead and save for the next one. Should be able to avoid a 3 damage red spell now. It's getting all the Evolving Wilds. Okay. Make him think I have that 1 mana combat trick. Again. I always get worried whenever Dr. Chris takes a second to think. He's a very talented player, so it just means he's thinking out his lines. Which usually isn't a good thing for me. Okay. Just keep getting the rocks. So let's keep putting on the pressure. No way if he bounces a guy, he can still buff somebody. I don't know if he's running the Prowess Flyer or not. Since he hasn't played a creature, he's probably only running 12 to 16 creatures. Cast with Awaken. See? Kinda knew that was coming. Good news is I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to equip that and Rabid Bite his land. Put him back down to 4. Get rid of his 3 power creature. And have 1 mana left over. I think that's better than a Lagak. Or 2 rocks. Yeah. Let's do that. Rabid Bite his land. Now we have a 3/5. He can't animate another. He can't awaken another bounce spell. So if he does, I don't have another removal spell for it. I'll just have to use a Lagak to chump block it and hopefully push damage through in the air. I think kind of a blowout would be if he would touch the void against my territorial rock and bounce the other one. Kind of hoping to either draw a shoulder to shoulder or a land. So I can cast a rock and a Lagak at the same time. Or maybe get down 3. All 3. And here's my land. I guess I'll do that. He's holding up 3 mana, which goes to show he probably has an instant 3 damage. No. I expected him to try to negate half of my support there. It's one of the reasons why I think support is better than bolster. Support at least has 2 targets. So if he burns one of my guys, I can still get half of the value. Oh no. Is he gonna have a double strike? That's all it takes. Yup, there it is. However, that's the reason to play Blue-Red Prowess. Out of nowhere, they can just double strike you to death. Okay. Let's see. Now, how to deal with Blue-Red Prowess. Okay. Rabid Bite's not going to work. Takes me a second to get up to 3 power. So instead we can bring in Celestial Flares to make him sacrifice his unblockable guys. We can block him all day, so he'll usually attack with just the unblockable guy. Expect him to be blue, so he's definitely going to have more damage and bounce. Kind of want to leave the lead by example in, but we'll go ahead with the Enshrouding Mist. Use that to prevent damage from red sources. 3 pacifisms, 2 celestial flares. I don't think Token Free Blade is very good here. You can get out a 3 power blocker, and he's stuck on the ground. So I'm going to keep in. I'm at 24 creatures now, and that's kind of the lowest I want to be. Do you think he's going to be running Claustrophobia, or that whatever that effect is? We'll wait and see if we see it. Try to play around the cards you know about, not the ones he doesn't have. Alright. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Here we go for the next game. I'll choose to play first. And looks a little slow, but you have a turn 1 Inspector, turn 2 Aeronaut, turn 3 Shoulder. Hopefully the creatures can stick on the ground without too much removal. Otherwise, this is going to be a tough hand. Fun fact, whenever you play shoulder to shoulder, you can choose to support 0 creatures and basically pay 3 mana to cycle it. Kind of expensive, I know, but when you have nothing on the board and need a blocker, well, it's an option. Alright, time to see if he has a burn spell. 1 poking you in the face. Nope. I was expecting like a fiery impulse there. It's always good to try to remove the creatures before the support comes down. Adrian. Now, question here. I guess no question. We need to go ahead and put pressure on. If anything happens with the Mage Ring, we can pacify it next turn and use a clue. We're playing Evolving Wilds. Don't really have anything, so I need to draw a card to try to get more creatures. Otherwise, as soon as he gets one down, kinda out of luck. Let's come in for 4. Don't think he's going to give up his creature, especially not with the ability to prowess and double strike. Tormenting Voice. You're pretty much safe until turn 3. Well, your creatures are safe. They may not have removal spells except for Lightning Axe. Okay. This is an interesting turn. We have 2 pieces of removal. I'm thinking of combining Servant of the Scale in one of them. That way we can get an Evolving Wilds down, thin a little bit. He looks to be stuck on land too. So let's try and punish him for that. Pacifism here. Play a Servant. Evolving Wilds. Go get a Lucky Plains. Swing in for 4. Hopefully start to apply enough pressure to get him on the defensive. He either needs to start removing stuff or play blockers. Try to keep my prowess, try to keep my support spread out. Put 1 on the Servant. That way make him have to use his exile spell on it. It's kind of like giving up half of a support. But if I can make my ground-based targets more attractive, my flyers will be able to go unmolested to get in those last points of damage. Right now, not many decks play flying creatures. I mean, green-black, of course, plays Avens and artifact creature. Searching for lands. But other than that, no deck plays a lot of flyers. Ooh, Legak. That's nice. He looks like he's gonna bounce something soon. So let's make our ground targets more appealing. That way, he's more likely to play ground blocker. I can get the last points of damage with my flyer here. That's the main theme of the deck. You want to use your evasion to your advantage. Make him focus on things that aren't really important. And your flyer should be able to sail right over the top. He's coming up on 3, possibly 4 mana. He's got 8 cards and 4 life. Things aren't looking good. And there it is. Good games. Okay, coming in on the draw. Is anything going to change? Didn't have claustrophobia, or whatever that spell is called. Looking pretty good. In that case, Token Free Blade would have been good. It would have been great. Would he have artifact removal? I don't know. Just in case. And besides, if he stumbles on mana again, I really want to have that Free Blade in there. Let's go into game 3. Alright. A little land light, but I have plenty of creatures. 2 pieces of removal. Looks good. I'm going to turn 1 play in Evolving Wilds. Looks keepable. Aww. Well, you make a certain concession whenever you're going to be a 2-color deck. You should put some kind of mana fixing, not just a straight 50-50 basic lands. But of course, sometimes you're unable to make a first turn play. Oh, I want to use my mana efficiently. But I also want a ground blocker, in case he doesn't have a spell. But seeing as how he's having difficulty getting a creature to stick, I think he's majority spells. So, in majority of the cases, that guy should be able to be unblocked. Alright, let's throw out a rock first. See if we can remove it. Or maybe go around it. There's the land, so he's not stuck. Hit F6. See, we're currently 45 seconds to a minute ahead because of liberal use of the F6 button. However, the F6 is not your friend. He is not helping you. He's waiting until you're in a false sense of security, and then he's going to skip your attack phase. It's happened to me before. Plenty of times. And this is kind of what I was afraid of. So let's just keep pouring the flyers out there. They're good blockers if he doesn't have a spell. Otherwise we can keep trying to apply pressure and wait for a shoulder to shoulder. You gonna bounce me? Don't bounce me, bro. On second thought, go ahead, do it. Do it now, while I don't have counters on me. Be nice if I can get a land. Plains, preferably. Ooh. Look at that, 2 for 1. 2 mana, or 3 mana. Draw 2 cards. Deal 3 damage. Target creature can't get blocked. And gets +2/+0. That's value. Oh, it went straight to my face. Uh-oh. So that means pacifism. And I get a land, but it's green, so I can't use it. Oh well. Do it now while he doesn't have blue mana up to try to counter it. Hopefully he bricks on another creature, or I can draw plains to remove it. Oh no, another guy coming. Okay. Things are not looking good. Not looking good. Cycle, nothing. Uh-oh. Looks like some mana problems. This is why one of the reasons why I originally ran 23 lands. It can function pretty well on 22. But every now and then you'll come across mana problems. Lightning Axe for removal. And a bounce spell. Looks like it'll be a good game. So you can just win that one, do that one. That's 2 spells, so they each get +2. That's 2, 4, 6, 7. Yes, I do not think I'll be able to recover from that. And if he has a pump spell of any kind, I'm dead. There it is. Good games. That was a tough one. Oh well, we'll come into round 2 and see if we can do a little bit better. There were 8 people in the tournament, so there's still hope sometimes when you go X1 with your first round loss. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and to check us out for more standard Pauper videos.